Who pays for blue box collection in this province is changing. By 2026, the companies whose products come in all that packaging will have to cover all the costs of recycling it. This transition began last year. And now the industry is facing sharp jumps in its fees, so they're pushing the province to change the system.
Grocery stores that have been sending us home with tons of garbage packaging for decades, and now that they're the ones who are financially responsible for collecting and managing the waste, they have issues with how expensive it is.
One of the organizations behind this push is called Circular Materials. Its board includes executives from the biggest supermarket chains and food producers in Canada.
The challenge or the concern from producers now is, okay, we're moving towards that system, we're paying our fair share, but we're still, we're seeing excessive costs, and we think that there's a more efficient way to do it.
The industry calls Ontario's recycling regulations the biggest source of red tape in this country.
What we're saying is we think we could save $100 million. There's a lot of duplication in the system.
The big chains also say those costs can be cut without reducing how much blue box material gets recycled in Ontario.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit cheaper.
Environmental groups just aren't buying it.
Ultimately, if producers are not paying for this packaging, it's going to be taxpayers, it's going to be the environment, or it's going to be human health. And that would be a massive step backwards.
The changes that Circular Materials wants would give it a monopoly on managing the recycling system across Ontario. That doesn't sit well with the hundreds of independent grocery stores in this province.
We have good reasons for raising a red flag about when we hear somebody talking about efficiencies and having everything in the hands of one company.
A spokesperson for the Environment Minister says the government is open to feedback from the industry and is not ruling out making the changes that the big retailers want. Mike Crawley, CBC News, Toronto.